Hi, I'm Anas, and today I will be showing you how to do a ET tube check, just ensuring that there's no damage or anything like that before it's used on our patient. I'm just doing this simulation video at my house currently, with the only ET tube that I actually have available, which is actually damaged, so it's not actually it's not actually working. I think the cuff is damaged and so it's not inflating. Before I've started anything, I have sanitized my hands, ensuring that there's no clearing off any bacteria off my hands, and just before we, start touching everything that is going to be used in our patient. So to inflate the cuff, you will use a syringe and you'll be putting it in the valve, and you would push the valve with the syringe and pulling it back every time out of the valve just to get more air to inflate the cuff, but this one is actually not working. So to ensure that you're using the right ET tube, you want to make sure that you're getting the right size for the patient. And so you would usually have a couple. So I would have a couple of different sizes. I'm using a 7.0, but I would use, I would also have, a size up and a size down just to compare which one better suits my patient. So once you've inflated the cuff, you want to ensure that it's firm and nice and it's holding the air in there with no leakages. And we're going to use our syringe after. So we're going to keep that over here. And now it's just time to check the ET tube. So I'll start at the connector point over here, which you just want to make sure that there's no damage or anything that's going to disable the quality of use. Underneath you can actually see that it is the same millimeter measurement as the tube itself. So 7.0 here, and I'll say 7.0 underneath the little latches on the connection point. So you just want to check that the connector is okay, it's the right size, and it's the correct size that matches and suits the tube itself. Excuse me. Now you just want to check the tube itself, and you just want to run down very carefully each side of it. Have a good look for any scratches, damage, any signs of contamination of some sort, any blockages. Yep, so once you've done that, you want to slowly make your way down, just checking if there's anything wrong, and then you want to go down to the Murphy's eye over here, which is at the very end, at the entry point of the ET tube, and you just want to make sure that there's no blockages, contamination, any damage, just in case if it hasn't been used on a different patient before this or anything like that. And for good measure, I guess you could even straighten it out and look all the way down the tube, just making sure that there's no blockage, nothing else that's in there that's gonna affect the use of this ET tube on our patient. And yeah, that's basically it really. Just make sure that the connector is the same size as the ET tube, no damage on it. Make sure that the tube itself is nice and healthy. and then make sure that your cuff is firmly holding that inflation in, which this one is not, and ensuring that the Murphy's eye and the whole entry point down here is not contaminated or damaged at all. And then I would usually, if it wasn't working, ET tube, use the syringe to push the valve in, take the air out, and then deflate the cuff itself. Thank you very much.